center number 6, Sandy Senyal. At guard number 12, Eric Acuña. And at the other guard number 4, Mark Villahermosa. Their head coaches, Hendrik Patricios. Our officials, crew chief, Ronel Robles. Referee 1, Jeva Taliego. And referee 2, Jason Castaneda.
Alright, makikita natin dito sa ating TM Easy Surf 99 starting 5. Ang magkabilang koponan, 7A Primus. With the usual suspects, of course, from yesterday's starting lineup. Instead, now they add Achi Inigo as well. And for FSD Makati Army, yan po si Hel Francisco, Jan Colina, Sandy Senyal, Eric Acuña, and the former San Beda Red Lion, Mar Villahermosa. Noel Zarate po kasama si Eman Cabiles. And we are about to get our second game underway. Ito ko po na ng FSD Makati Army. Eman, not really heralded for a lot of their... They only have one ex-pro in their lineup.
Yes, Noel, they can be, they are said to be silent but solid. Silent because in terms that, yun nga sabi mo, konti lang ang ex-pros nila, konti lang ang college standouts or halos wala. But of course solid because they are the army. And syempre nandun yung discipline, and discipline translates to efficiency. Like that by Jan Colina.
Well, Jan Colina is actually one of the college standouts that we want to talk about here. One of the 8 servicemen, actually walo silang enlisted personnel, mga private first class na tinatawag, and that includes this guy, the 6'5", Jan Colina.
Yes, Jan Colina, regarded as the team captain of this FSD Makati Army team. He is team captain not because he is the best player of the team, sabi nung isang insider natin, but when he speaks, everybody stands at attention.
That's right, because he is 6'5". Jan Colina splits the free throws. At ito nga si Jan Colina out of Adamson University is the captain. Gets the scoring started here. 7A Primus, of course, looking for their first win. Hindi po sila pinalad kahapon when they went up against the San Juan Knights. Go for gold. And that's why ito ngayon si Coach Justin Tan has put in all of the guns, including this guy, Joseph Marquez, who hits a long two.
Joseph Marquez, picking up where he left off yesterday. Well, not that much points, pero he was solid in his play against the San Juan Knights.
As we come up on the first minute gone by dito, Jan Colina continues to become aggressive.
Jan Colina showing why he is team captain. And kung hindi dispute yung sinasabi na hindi siya yung best player ng team, Noel.
Well, he's actually one of the better players, especially among the sa pagdating sa experience. Jan Colina has actually played in 4 PBA D-League teams, including the Phoenix Accelerators, kung saan kakampanya sila Mac Bello, pati na rin itong si Mike Tolomia, also played for Frutas, MP Hotel, and Jumbo as well. So he is seasoned. And ito ngayon, si Colina will throw it in.
Season is right, Noel.
Yeah. So here is Acuña. Getting inside now to Jan Colina. Natapikan sa likod. Did not see that coming. And here comes Joseph Marquez. Diego Dario, transition 3. Good!
Diego Dario, top scorer from yesterday's game.
Yeah.
Continuing to shine here.
So 5-3 ang ating score. Acuña now getting it over to Colina. They drop down to a zone immediately. Jan Colina loves to play the post. Shot clock now at 8. Nahulog pa sa loob. Sandy Senyal, the former RTU player, scores.
That was a beautiful pass from Jan Colina. Look away, actually, and an equally great cut by Senyal.
So we are now tied at 5. Under 8 minutes to play dito sa ating first quarter. Jello Vito struggled with his shot yesterday. Not today. Nakuha niya yung kanyang unang attempt, Eman.
Yes, Jello Vito pulled the pull with that basket. So he will be a marked man, especially on the inside by the FSD Army team.
Here's Acuña thinking about it. Gets the pass back from Colina at yon ang nangyari doon. He's between 2. Oh, natapikan na ng bola.
Right. 7A Primus still maintaining their zone defense. Nakikita nila yung laki nitong FSD Makati Army.
They're actually now in a man-to-man. Itong kupunan ng 7A Primus, and that is the drive para naman dito kay Acuña. Quick recovery here, Joseph Marquez. He's actually a closet point guard at 6'3". Tignan natin if he's going to run the floor as well, but he does have 2 very fine point guards, although Achi Inigo turns that one over. Marquez with a second steal of the game.
Tit for tat on the steals there.
Dario missing on the three. Transition ngayon into the front court. Pass is broken up by Jello Vito. They still get it to Colina. Sa gilid, three-pointer. That is the specialty of Jesmar Villahermosa.
Jesmar Villahermosa, one of the more colorful players in FSD Army.
And he is, of course, a product of San Beda University. An air ball thrown up there by Jello Vito so far. Ito si Jello Vito is 1 out of 2 from the field. A dangerous pass. Collision between Villahermosa and Vito. So with 19 to shoot, 6 and 34 remaining dito sa ating first quarter. It will be Francisco throwing it in now para dito sa kupunan ng FSD. Or make that sa kupunan ng 7A Primus. Now on defense, FSD Makati Army now. Villahermosa. Francisco pulls the trigger. Quick release. Vito gets it, but natulak daw siya. Colina, quick acknowledgement. Now we're going to have a substitution come in here para sa 7A Primus. It's going to be the first substitution of the game. At si Mangalino is in for the first time. That's Romel Mangalino, who actually had some meaningful minutes yesterday.
That's right. He battled it out in the paint with the big San Juan Knights front line there.
A miss from the outside para kay Joseph Marquez, and it looks like Marquez might have injured his finger trying to get the steal off of Villahermosa. And John Colina will score again. And Joseph Marquez na tinuro na ni Achi Inigo. That is one of the worst things that can happen to you. You try to go for a steal, tapos nauna yung daliri mo sa eksena.
Right, and sabi nga nila, sakit ng kalingkingan, sakit ng buong katawan.
That's right.
It will be hard for him to move kahit finger lang ang medyo na balik.
Yeah, even if that's a sprain, if it's in his shooting hand, which is his left hand, that's going to be bad news para dito kay Coach Justin Tan. So Marquez will take a seat, and Damian Lasco, who had a pretty good outing yesterday off the bench as well. Although it was a losing effort against the San Juan Knights go for gold. He's seeing his first action now. Under 6 minutes to play dito po sa ating first quarter. 10-7 is our score. The lead belongs to FSD Makati Army. Magalino can't get it done. Dario, nanling lang. Dario, hang time. That is good for Diego Dario.
Fearless drive there by Diego Dario. Anong height mo? Tanong niya sa mga frontline ng Makati.
Well, Dario is 5'7", and he went up against the trees that time.
Right.
Villahermosa, hinabol ni Lasco. Gets it over to the side now, and that is stepping out of bounds.
Running out of real estate there. It's number 12. Eric Acuna.
So Eric Acuna with the turnover.
Good baseline defense by the 7A Primus.
At makita natin total field goals natin dito. FSD has only missed 2 shots so far today.
Like I said, Noel, efficiency. Bunga ng disiplina nila.
That's right. 10-9 right now. FSD Makati Army. Acuna sets the table now. Sandy Senyal. Si Senyal actually has a decent outside shot as well. Villahermosa, elbow jumper, bothered by the defense. And here comes Diego Dario now leading the break to Achi Inigo. Cross court naman para kay Inigo. 3-pointer Lasco. That one drops out.
And look at that tap by John Colina. Hindi niya na kailangan makipagbanggaan. Simpleng tapik lang para sa kanyang teammate.
Francisco underneath, lalabas. Villahermosa can't shoot. Colina, quick release. And Francisco make that señal with the rebound and a foul on the white shirts.
Señal making his presence felt in the paint, no?
And Marty Hill is going to check back in, or going to check in for the first time. Feels like extension ito no kahapon. Marty Hill had a spectacular defensive game yesterday.
Meanwhile, for the Army, Jofer Custodio.
Yeah.
In for the first time.
Tira kagad si Jofer Custodio. He knows that's what he's hired to do. take those outside shots. Of course, former PBA player. In the meantime, Lasco able to get the layup at lamang na po ang 7A Primus.
Perfect fast break there by 7A.
Here's Custodio, tries again. Miami ay init na yan. 0 for 2 within the last 1 minute. Para dito, or 30 seconds actually.
Warm up pa lang daw yun, sabi ni Jofer.
Yeah, he's gonna get there. Marte Hill does not need any warm-up. The former St. Clair Saint is able to drill it from the inside. Now 13-10. And a quick timeout here called by Coach Rendel Patricio. It is a 3-point lead for 7A Primus over FSD Makati Army. Back with us here at the Subic Bay Gym for day number 2 action, second game of the day in our Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Cocolife. Diego Dario was the leading scorer yesterday sa panalo nga ng San Juan Knights go for gold against them as Acuna steps back. Can't get it to go, and there's going to be a foul. Gelovito, that could be a second.
Yes, Gelovito, naunahan siya sa position. Itong si John Colina. Veteran move there by John Colina.
It was number 2 on Gelovito. So he is going to take a seat. Papasok ngayon si Mark or si Pau Havillonar. 3:29 to play dito po sa ating first quarter. Villahermosa. This is a nice matchup between Villahermosa and Marte Hill. And Marte Hill is so pesky, he almost took that one away.
Tap from behind. Marte Hill making the day of Villahermosa gloomy.
So 5 to shoot here as De La Peña is going to see his first action. This is Paul De La Peña. Jesmar Villahermosa puts it on the floor. Villahermosa, quick release. Oh, a problem though pagdating sa rebound.
And again, that was because of John Colina's presence inside the paint. Yung real estate ni John Colina doon, malaki-laki.
John Colina making things happen para dito sa kupunan ng FSD Makati Army, even if he's not scoring. Three-pointer on its way. That one is short. Battle for the loose ball. Guess who? John Colina once again. Jofer Custodio. 0 for 3 so far. Get it now to Damian Lasco. Lasco pinilit na supalpal galing sa likuran, and here comes FSD. And another block this time by Lasco. Nakabawi against a smaller guy though. But it will be ball possession still to FSD Makati Army.
Eric Acuna taking on 3 defenders that time.
Oh, check that. They changed the call. It will be white ball. 7A Primus ang may possession ngayon. And we're gonna have our first look now at Rodolfo Sumayang, who's wearing the mask here today, Eman.
Right. Sumayang injured his nose and I think part of his head playing in a tune-up game against Blackwater the other week.
So the Blackwater Elite of Coach Ariel Vanguardia, which is the team that, of course, hindi si Ariel Vanguardia yung coach. That's the team that Diego Dario played for in the PBA. Dario gets it back. Nice pass by Lasco. And Dario in and out on that shot. How about the hustle? Inside para dito kay Villonar.
John Colina ripping that rebound away.
And again, John Colina has really been the X factor here so far as we come up on 2 minutes remaining. But they are still down by 3. Three-pointer on its way. Wala na naman. So a lot of shots early in the shot clock para dito sa Army.
That's exactly right, Noel. Medyo minamadali na yung offense nila.
And Diego Dario now gives 7A Primus, their biggest lead of the game at 5.
Diego Dario, walang katakot-takot kahit sino pa yung nasa harapan niya. That time it was John Colina picking up his second foul.
So finally, I believe Colina still on the floor. Kala ko papalitan na siya. Diego Dario is going to be gifted with a bonus shot dito.
John Colina arguing that he was vertical that time.
A substitution here, as Colina will finally get his rest. Sandy Senyal is going to come back in. So maikling pahinga lang para kay Senyal. A minute and 45 to play here in the first. The lead is 6 para sa 7A Primus. And they get the ball back again. The very pesky Martihil.
Nagbunga kaagad yung trapping defense at 7A Primus. It just started, yes.
Yeah, that's right, Eman. And the trap, nalusutan, however, nitong si Senyal, pati na rin ito si Joffer Custodio. But you're right about the trapping defense, trying to force some turnovers.
Instant results kanina.
JJ Española seeing his first action of the game. Marquez is back. That's good news for 7A Primus. Española for 3. And it stays with the white shirts. And we're going to have a timeout called here by 7A Primus. 18-12 ang ating score. We'll be right back.
Cannot be.
After what looked to be a good start para dito sa kupunan ng FSD Makati Army, they find themselves down by 6 against 7A Primus. Ito yung lamang dito ng 7A Primus, Eman. Nakapaglaro na sila kahapon, so they know what it feels like to play in this gym in competition as John Sagas comes off the bench. That's your Scott Skiles of this league.
And you are absolutely correct, Noel. Parang they have settled down already.
Right. Custodio, finally. That's his 4th attempt and he gets that 3-pointer back.
Eto na si Joffer Custodio, Noel. Coming from Kia in Global Port, no?
That's right. 21-15. Martihil. Sa gilid, Española. 3-pointer does not work that time. Good boxing out by Sandy Senyal. Makasayat in the game for the first time. Transition 3 will not work.
They're still rushing their offense.
Even to the end of the quarter, you're right.
Right.
So now the shot clock has been turned off. Sabi ni Joseph Marquez, didiskartehan ko na itong si paring Joffer Custodio.
2 veterans at each other.
Right. Hill, way off. And at the end the first quarter with 7A Primus coming back and taking the lead by 6, 21-15 against FSD Makati Army. We'll be back for the second quarter. Simula na po nitong ating second quarter. It is 21-15, 7-8 Primus bucking down on defense and getting the job done on offense. Noel Zarate, kasama pa rin po si Eman Cabiles here in our second quarter. From the Subic Bay Gym, we continue with the bubble nitong ating Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Cocolife. Numbers from the first quarter, Eman.
Yes, Noel, 9 out of 24 by 7A Primus in field goals, while 6 out of 20 naman para sa FSD Makati Army.
And the last time we checked, lamang ang field goal percentage or field goal makes nitong FSD Makati Army. Custodio is 1 out of 5 from the field coming off the bench. And there is a foul sa pag-drive naman dito nitong si JJ Española.
That's his first personal, one on FSD Makati.
So that will mean free throws for the former UP Maroon, JJ Española.
Going back sa efficiency ng FSD Makati Army, kanina yun ang binibida ko, pero at the end of the first quarter, they've been rushing their offense at bumaba tuloy ang field goal percentages nila.
Right.
Meanwhile, para naman sa 7A Primus, they were paced, of course, by their court general, Diego Dario.
And Diego Dario is not on the floor to begin the second quarter. So a split at the free throw line for his teammate in UP na si JJ Española, 22-15. Senyal on the post-up, biglang drop-down zone ang ginawa rito. Nitong kupunan ng 7A Primus, makasayat from the elbow. That's one of the spots in the zone that is vulnerable to attack.
However,
Marquez,
however, the zone was effective right there. 7A Primus showing different looks on defense for the FSD Makati Army.
It's very cool to see Joseph Marquez being the point guard of this squad right now. Marquez for three.
Like you said kanina, there's such a thing pala as a closet point guard, huh?
Yeah, no, really. When you watched him play in college nung siya nasa Our Lady of Fatima University, yung Miguel Cabrera talaga yung point guard lang. When Miguel Cabrera gets into foul trouble, he takes over. Siya dalawa ni Martin Gozum take over there. And very effective siya talaga.
Yes.
Despite the fact that he's 6'3".
I'm sure mismatches all over the place during
and
those times.
He posts them up as well. Tandaan natin, Marquez is also a pretty good three-point shooter. De La Peña is going to take a breather right away. So back in the game, Francisco. So ngayon si Makasait at the free throw line. This is Jack Makasait.
Yes, Jack Makasait from Zobel. Then he went to Ateneo.
Traitor.
Pero I guess he thrived there. He's actually from BGC, so malapit sa the Fort.
Ganon, ha?
Yes, and sa Fort Bonifacio, to be particular, no?
Well, he was able to get the free throws done. 22-17. Joseph Marquez left open. They're gonna try to get him the ball if he's gonna be hot like that.
Right, Makasait with a gooseneck follow through there.
5 points in the game already para dito kay Joseph Marquez. Another miss by Joffrey Custodio. But sabi ng ating referee, stay right here. So John Mahari is going to be whistled for his first personal foul. Custodio will inbound from the baseline. 8:02 remaining dito sa ating second quarter. Sumayang. Getting it over now to Jack Makasait. Can't get it to go. Francisco's been working hard for those offensive rebounds. And there's going to be a jump ball.
Between Destacamento. Well, of course, possession stays.
Well, King Destacamento is one of the taller players we got here.
And athletic.
Yeah. So back in the game ngayon para sa FSD Makati Army. Etong si Eric Acuña. 14 to shoot once again. Custodio has not tried to drive here today. He is 1 out of 5. Left open once again, Joffrey Custodio. 1 out of 6 from the field coming off the bench. JJ Española now leading the break. Iniwan para kay Destacamento. Sa gilid, John Mahari short on the 3. And here comes Eric Acuña on the fast break naman para dito sa FSD Makati Army. Francisco, labas. Sabi ni Acuna, let's slow it down. They're trying to attack this zone defense by looking for the seams. Joffer found it. Joffer for three. Joffer for three.
That was a pretty play there by FSD Army.
A lot of patience.
Right. Opposite doon sa kaninang pagmamadali nila ng offense.
Marquez penetrates. And he'll get to the free throw line. So now, unti-unti na nakikita ng FSD Makati Army that Joseph Marquez is the point guard of this squad. And he is now going to take it strong. So that's very scary.
That's right.
Diego Dario is back in. I'm not sure if Diego's going to play off the ball while Marquez is still orchestrating.
Well, the great thing about Marquez handling the ball on top is that the front line of the Army bumubuka.
Yeah.
Diba? So they have more space to operate.
And again, he already showed that he has a three-point shot. Ito si Joseph Marquez. So that's really confusing now for the defense nitong FSD Makati Army. As he gets to the free throw line, ito si Joseph Marquez now with 6 in the game. Hardly made a dent yesterday, Eman, in their loss against the San Juan Knights Go for Gold.
Yun nga siguro nagpapahiyang pa, Noel.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a matchup issue para rin sa kanya.
Yeah, tall players over there in San Juan Knights.
And a lot quicker in his position as well. 6:45 to play. 27-20 in favor of 7-8 Primus. And another turnover against FSD Makati Army.
Shutting down the sideline there. Good trapping defense again by 7-8 Primus.
So 6:34 to play. Dito sa ating first quarter, Marquez. Not this time. Good save, and here is Mahari. Dario ngayon getting a nice pick there from his college teammate Jello Vito, but Diego Dario can't get it to go. Fast break mode na tayo ngayon. Villahermosa sa gilid. Joffer Custodio is really trying to get his bearings right sa kanyang calibration ng kanyang barrel. He's left open again. Custodio is 2 for 17,000 today.
But it doesn't matter. He will still continue to get that ball and get that look.
Yun na nga, shooters will keep shooting.
Yes.
Boy, Jello Vito just picked up his third foul unnecessarily there.
Jello Vito trying to contain the big guys of the Army.
Maganda yung idea niya sana sa screen doon, but the thing is he executed it too early. And as you know, Eman, there is a timing when you're giving the screen.
Of course, otherwise wala ka talaga sa posisyon.
Either wala sa posisyon o hindi pa hindi ka pa kailangan gamitin ng gwardiya ng screenan mo.
Exactly, Noel, and that time Jello was too early.
And gang rebounding is working. Gallardo in the game for the first time. Acuna gets it to the side. Just Marvilla Hermosa. Second three niya dapat yun. Posting ngayon. Colina back in. 7 on the shot clock. They get it out. Acuna wide open three. The struggles continue for FSD Makati Army.
That's right, they got open looks there as the defense of 7-8 Primus dropped back to the zone again.
Got 3 UP Maroons on the floor. Let's see if this forces some kind of chemistry here. Dario high off the glass. Now the lead is 9 para dito sa 7-8 Primus. Colina gets it back.
So simple, so smooth. John Colina, team captain of FSD Makati Army. Good cut there and good pass also.
There is Vito. Can't get it to go. Nice crashing of the boards that time by John Mahari. At may foul na may tatawag dito against Gallardo. May patangkaran pa lang gusto natin. King de Sacramento comes back in. And Achi Inigo also joins them, Eman.
FSD Makati Army held their breath there. Kala nila John Colina will get his third foul.
4:32 remaining here in the second. Dario, three-pointer is short. Fast break ngayon and trying to really look for any form of momentum itong FSD Makati Army. Colina, ill-advised shot from the outside early in the shot clock. Outlet pass ngayon. Destacamento had to reach for that one. Nice series of moves. Nako, naipit sa ilalim. And the battle for the loose ball continues. Inigo gets it. Achi for three. And that's supposed to be saved there by John Mahari, but could not.
Good box out by Eric Acuna right there, preventing Mahari from getting that ball.
So there's going to be a warning here on Mahari. Nireklamo pa niya yung tawag sa kanya. Now we have 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Cross court, Villahermosa ngayon. Oh, they really orchestrated that well. Ganda ng depensa. Gallardo with the offensive rebound and he'll be rewarded with free throws.
Ang ganda sana ng play na yun kung naipasok lang sana.
Oh, the pocket pass galing kay John Colina to his guard. Parang baliktad. You remember those plays from San Sebastian nung araw? Ito si Jerome Barbosa to ay lobbing it up for Topex Robinson. Parang ganun, kaya lang baliktad. Yun nangyari. So Gallardo now at the free throw line. Makes good on his first. I believe he's one of the 8 enlisted men in this lineup.
That's right. Coming from Perpetual and then went to UE. He's from Bataan. And he idolizes Danny I.
He's able to cut this lead down to just 5, 29 to 24. Dario penetrates, gets it out right now to Coronel, and Coronel hits it. So Jeff Coronel, who's running for councilor in Banban Tarlac, with the delivery of the game brought to us by Grab Delivery. Yung pasa papunta sa kanya. Inigo inside, Dario ilalabas. Eto on drive, Coronel. Can't get it to go. Gallardo tries to save it, and last touch by Councilor Coronel.
Right. He had the shot, he had the floater, hindi lang pumasok, no?
So we
Army defense standing their ground there. But about that grab delivery of the game.
Yeah. Ganda ng pasahan doon.
Dario drawing the defense and kicking it out to Councilor Coronel.
And Acuna knocks down a 3. So that cuts the lead down to just 5. The power of the 3-point shot. Kanina, akala mo may iwanan na itong FSD Makati Army, but then that 3-pointer just cut the lead down to 32 to 27. Keep thinking why. Back with us here at the Subic Bay Gym, 32 to 27, 5 pong abante rito ng 7A Primus against FSD Makati Army. Noel Zarate with Eman Cabiles. Second game of our triple header, and of course, Eman will be the anchorman of our third game tonight. That will be Batangas versus Pasig. We're going to get to talk about that in just a few moments later on after the halftime break. Dario tries to split the defense. Basang-basa ni Villahermosa. And Mar is gone.
Mar Villahermosa showing his speed. Growing up in Valencia, Bukidnon. Talagang lalaki yung mga binti mo dun eh.
And here's another 3 coming from Joseph Marquez. His second of the game as we come up on 2 minutes remaining.
That's right, Noel. When the FSD Primus built that big 15-point lead. It was Joseph Marquez at the helm.
Well, Marquez now has a total of 10 points in the game. Lalabas ulit. Francisco all day to shoot. And the rebound tapped over to Inigo. So 7A Primus trying to take control of this game once again. Coronel straight away three. Oh, there's some wrestling going on there underneath. And that will involve itong si Francisco. Pati na rin itong kanyang kalaban doon na si... I don't think that was Coronel. That was actually Romel Mangalino.
That's right, Noel. Mangalino trying very hard to penetrate that wall in the interior of the FSD Makati Army.
So a minute and 31 remaining dito sa ating first half, 35-29. Acuna looking at the defense. Here's Villahermosa able to draw the foul and get to the free throw line. So Mar Villahermosa, sunbed the red line, as we mentioned earlier, pretty big guard at around 6'1".
That is right, and he says that he tries to pattern his game. Bali idol niya si Johnny A, pati si Patrimonio.
He's a big version of Johnny A, if you want to call it that, but yun na nga.
Between Johnny A and Patrimonio, yun yung height niya in his game.
He's really a dead shot. Itong si Jesmar Villahermosa, covered him a long time ago, or probably about 5 years ago sa PBA D-League. And he was tearing it up there, I believe, for Cebuana Luolier, if I'm not mistaken. 35-30 ngayon ang ating score. The lead is down to 5 once again. That is the barrier that FSD Makati Army just cannot break. 1 minute to play in the second. Marquez left open again. He's got 2 threes in this game so far. Colina tracks it down. Francisco now to the front court. Acuna puts it on the floor, trying to lose his defender. Villahermosa ngayon sa gilid, and the turnaround shot does not work para naman dito sa Army. How about that? Gallardo still can't get it to go.
Several tries there by FSD Army, just won't drop.
And the shot clock and game clock are separated by 8 seconds. Marte Hill, labas kay Achi for 3. Yes! And with 12.7 seconds remaining in the second quarter, tatawag ng timeout dito itong FSD Army, Makati Army. 8-point lead na itong 7A Primus. We'll be right back. So we got the final 12.7. Makakahirit pa ba itong kupunan ng FSD Makati Army? Coming off that timeout, Villahermosa being tracked down. Three-pointer is good para dito kay Joffer Custodio, and they do get the last say here in quarter number 2. So the insertion of Joffer Custodio getting his second three-pointer of the game, or his third three-pointer of the game, is enough to cut the lead down to 5, 38-33. 7A Primus looking for win number 1, or looking for a bounce back after the loss to San Juan. At ito naman kupunan ng FSD Makati Army looking for win number 1 in their debut. We're at the half. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Eman Cabiles, and we have our TM halftime stats.
That's right. 7-8 Primus shooting 35% field goal, 14 out of 40, while FSD Makati Army 11 out of 43 for 25%. Meanwhile, the three-point field goals for 7-8 Primus, 6 out of 24, 5 out of 22 naman para sa FSD Makati Army.
One of the reasons why hindi makapiglas din itong kupunan ng 7A Primus because very, very close yung kanilang 3-point shooting dito. They're only up by 3 field goals here and also just 2 assists. So this is an indication of how close this game is. However, the FSD Makati Army has gotten the edge on the bench points kaya hindi pa sila masyado naiiwanan dito because their bench is outshining the second unit of 7A Primus. Yes.
That is correct, Noel. And also, keeping up with the pace of Diego Dario is Joseph Marquez for 7A Primus. They both have 10 points.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look at that right now. Itong ating individual scores. Yung, tama sinasabi mo.
Marquez and Dario both have 10 points. Dito naman sa FSD, si Joffer Custodio 9 points, but that was from 3 out of 11 shooting from the 3-point area. Meanwhile, si John Colina naman controlling the paint for FSD Makati Army with 7 points. And then sa perimeter, si Marvile Hermosa with 6 points, Santi Señal with 4 points.
So you can see here from the stats that we're talking about here, 20 of the 38 points ng 7A Primus was done by just 2 players. So one of the things that probably makikita rito ng FSD Makati Army. You shut down these two players, we might have a chance to overcome this 5-point lead.
Mismo Noel. However, yung low percentage sa field goal ng FSD Makati Army is when they rush their offense during the late part of the first quarter and the early part of the second quarter. Yes, nakahabol din sila finally, and they cut the lead down to 5 when they were being patient with their passing, with their rotation, and with their cuts. At doon nakapuntos na marami si Joffer Custodio.
And yun na nga, because Joffer Custodio made the took full advantage na sinona sila na sinona. But again, you'd probably live with a Joffer Custodio bombs than any of the inside incursions of a Jan Colina. Yun na lang siguro. Just putting it in perspective para dito kay Coach Justin Tan. He still does have the advantage heading into this third quarter. That's where we find ourselves dito po sa ating second match of the day, sa ating Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Cocolife. Sandy Senyal looking for a friend. Napuntahan nga lang si John Colina. So Colina has actually been very effective working against the bigs. Senyal is hammered as he tried to go up. At si Marte Hill natakam doon. It's another NASCO showdown there. St. Clair versus RTU.
Also the chemistry of the front line of FSD Army showing there with the precise interior passing.
And mga veterans nga naman ito. Itong si Colina, pati na rin itong si Sandy Senyal, although they really haven't played professionally as well. Sandy Senyal, the last time I actually got to cover him was he was still playing with Tanduay in the PBA D-League. Ang produkto nga ng Rizal Technological University under Coach Jonadel Cardel, the Blue Thunder. As Senyal splits the free throws. Lead is now up to 4 points, 38-34. Here's Mahari. Lalabas, Marte Hill. Don't leave this kid open. But he will miss. Marte Hill tries again. Mahari again with the offensive rebound. Mercado, ilalabas. Marte, can you try again? Sabi dito, bigay mo na natin sa gilid. John Mahari on the attack. Yes!
I nearly said that if the Marte Hill scored that point, you should credit it to Mahari after 2 rebounds.
Here's Villahermosa now. Villahermosa tries to penetrate. Ilalabas. The great sucking in of the defense there. Acuna. Natapikan, and another turnover here. They're trying to get it to the inside, and the defense is ready, and a layup there para kay Lasco. 8.5 to play dito po sa ating third quarter. 42-34 is our score. An 8-point lead ngayon para sa 7A Primus, looking for win number 1, trying to bounce back from the embarrassing loss yesterday against the San Juan Knights. Go for gold. Lasco now gets it over to Marte Hill. They go cross court. A fake by Mercado. Steps into this. Markey can't score. And the ball goes out of bounds. Time down to 8 minutes remaining. Dito sa ating third quarter. And a foul on Mahari.
Pushing foul on number 99, John Mahari, second 2 on 7A Primus.
7A Primus employing half-court press here. Pero medyo dikit masyado si Mahari doon.
Right. Well, they do have 19 seconds to shoot. Ito koponan ng FSD Makati Army. Senyal, post up ngayon. Villahermosa wants everybody to get out, but they're playing zone on them. Senyal open for 3. Hill, kanyang pasa natapik. It was not tapped. So good defense there by Mar Villahermosa.
Not giving up on the play there after the miss, Mar Villahermosa.
Here's Acuna trying to use the pick of John Colina. Colina puts it on the floor. Immediately attracts a double team. Jesmar Villahermosa, wala. Labanan sa rebound. Makukuha ulit nito si Francisco. Wrap-around pass. Papunta kay Colina who lost his footing. I'm not quite sure if Colina tried to call timeout, but that's not allowed here. And that'll be a jump ball.
Colina tried a surprise spin move there. However, parang may wet spot sa floor.
Well, that's why they're taking care of it right now. John Rosagas is going to check back in. Marky Mercado is going to take a seat. 6 seconds to shoot. Another sub here. So Motol is going to see his first action of the game. Motol, 3 seconds to shoot. 1 second to shoot. A little disorganized that time itong koponan ng FSD Makati Army. This is coming off a dead ball situation where they could have talked about it.
And also credit that stifling defense by Primus.
7A Primus with possession right now, 42-34. At itong si Mahari, wala. Labanan sa rebound. Go the other way, sabi ng ating officials. So still 42-34. Under 7 minutes to play dito sa ating third quarter. And we'd like to thank our friends from Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority, pati na rin ang Central Luzon Task Force. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtulong sa atin dito. Francisco cuts the lead down to 6 here, Eman.
Yes.
Here's Hill. Off the glass, wala. Into the front court ngayon, itong si Francisco. Naabangan ni Mahari, and Mahari able to force the turnover.
Mahari being the Mr. Intensity of 7A Primus here. Offensive rebounds, defense, and even defensive rebounds. He is all over the floor.
4-man sub ang magaganap dito. Only John Rosaga stays in. Dario Inigo Marquez at itong si Vitor all in. So the first unit is back. Marquez left open. That's a free throw for Joseph Marquez, really. Don't leave this guy that wide open, especially pag walang susugod sa kanya. Gagawin niyang asintahan yan. And now it is a 45-36 lead for 7A Primus. Let's take a look at that last play once again. When Joseph Marquez is left open, boy, there's really nothing much you can do about it there, man.
Yes, that's right. You can understand why Senyal hindi niya hinabol yung shot na yun ni Marquez.
Which is strange because Sandy Senyal has guarded Joseph Marquez in their days in the NASCU. When Marquez played for Our Lady of Fatima University and Senyal played for Rizal Technological University with under 6 minutes to play dito sa ating third quarter. So mental lapse there para kay Sandy Senyal. This is now a 9-point lead. Senyal. They finally get it inside to Colina. Try to get it into Sandy Senyal. Somehow it found its way there and he scores.
I was about to say that the zone defense of 7A Prime was working, but John Colina and Senyal found a way there.
And a turnover once again. Ito na ang paghahabol na hinihintay para sa FSD Makati Army. It's down to 5. Inigo. Rosagas open for 3. Bothered by the defense. Gumaganda na takbuhan dito nitong koponan ng FSD Makati Army. Motol!
What a play by Motol. He told us before that nahuli siya sa EDSA daw ng MMDA because he was wearing slippers while riding a motorcycle.
Rosagas can't get it back. Into the front court ngayon. Villahermosa on the pull-up. And it will be Jello Vito saying, let's slow things down. Well, I'm not quite sure if he's supposed to be bringing down the ball.
Francisco looking for a sub there.
Here's Diego Dario. Dario on the penetration. He has been quiet today. Outlet pass, Francisco, one man to beat, and he does beat Marquez. This lead is down to 1. And a timeout called by 7A Primus. 45-44. Kung kailan pumasok yung first unit para dito sa 7A Primus, dun pa humirit or dun pa humataw ito ang FSD Makati Army. We'll be right back. Taking a look at that last play once again. This was off the miss. The fast break is starting to work now for FSD Makati Army as we rejoin live action mula po dito sa Subic Bay Gym. And game number 2 of our triple header for today for the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Cocolife. Noel Zanate with Eman Cabiles. Third game po natin, Batangas versus Pasig. And that will conclude all of the teams. Makikita na natin lahat ng kupunan as that game concludes later on after this one. So what is the response dito? Dario Vito, his pass poked away. 9 seconds to shoot para sa 7A Primus. As we thank our friends from Cocolife, our official partner here in the Filbasket Subic Championship. Diego Dario, that's the response.
Diego Dario, ice cold 3 there.
48-44 po ang ating score. Here's Villahermosa. Getting it over now to John Colina. Floater does not work. Tip in is good. However, John Colina, his first jump and his second jump halos magkasintaas. A foul given up here in the backcourt or sa pagtawid dito ni Vito. That will only be the second team foul here, man.
Yeah, 7A Primus getting lucky there as Jello Vito was forced to bring down the ball. He could have been trapped easily at midcourt.
You're not supposed to bring it down if you're the big man, especially pag nakatawid ka na, because the lines can be used as an extra defender. Luckily for Vito, he got fouled. Here's Achi. Achi has been quiet also today. Inigo missing that one badly. Acuna using the pick coming from Gallardo. Coming off the screen, Joffer Custodio announces his presence with that 3.
Joffer Custodio, Alarejo Miller coming from the right side of the court to the left and getting himself free for that 3.
4 3-pointers in the game already para dito kay Joffer Custodio. Penetration does not work this time. Para dito kay Coronel. Lumamang na po ang FSD Makati Army after being down by as much as 9. Colina, hook shot, in and out. Inigo looking to get the lead back for his squad. Again, he's not really contributed much on offense. Coronel is blocked.
Looking for a foul there was Coronel, but the verticality of Colina was established.
So 2:20 to play. They leave Acuna open. Big mistake for 7A Primus.
Yun, Noel, pag merong player na nahuli because of complaining, may malilibre na kalaban.
Here's Vito on the hook shot. That one rolls in for Jello Vito. And a steal by Marquez who scores.
Sneaky move by Marquez. Nagtago siya sa bench.
And this is now a tied ball game. Eman Cabiles 52 all. Less than 2 minutes to play here in the third. Custodio straight away.
No, that was a hurried shot by Custodio.
Inigo will reset this one. Diego Dario ngayon. Nice fake. Dario from 18. Good! The lead goes back to 7A Primus.
Dario weaving and dealing. Iniwan niya ang kanyang defender.
And Gallardo left wide open. A little late on the rotation that time. Coronel lost his man actually. Nagtinginan sila doon ni Joseph Marquez. 54 all as we come up on a minute remaining. And ito ngayon, a save para kay Hachi Inigo. Coronel, that's going to be an offensive foul. Great positioning there by the veteran.
John Colina, a wall in the interior. Always in good position, taking that charge from Coronel.
So itong si John Colina is gonna take a seat for his troubles there. Babalik ulit. Ito naman si Ezra Sopa. So their tallest member is on the floor. Ezra's about 6'6", 6'7". King Destacamento also back in para sa kupunan ng 7A Primus. Tied at 54. Under a minute to go here in the third. Villahermosa wanting to drive. 10 seconds to shoot now for Jesmar Villahermosa. Gets it out now. Gallardo for three. How about that? The big man has range.
Villahermosa drawing everybody to him and then kicking it out. And Gallardo, like you said, yes, has range.
And he gives the lead back to FSD Makati Army. Nakataka si JJ Española on the stretch. Wala. And the rebound picked up by Villahermosa. They can take the last shot of this third quarter. What a comeback effort. Being down 9 and now up 3.
Good decision there, Noel, not to go for the fast break.
Yan na nga, last shot ng habulin nila rito. Villahermosa can't get it to go. And last shot will still belong here to Army. Acuna. That would have counted if it had gone. But the comeback is complete as the 6-point lead or the 9-point lead nitong 7A Primus has disappeared. It is now 57 for FSD Makati Army, 54 for 7A Primus. Fourth quarter when we return. Start of the fourth quarter na po tayo dito sa ating labanan. Second game of the day. FSD Makati Army down by as much as 9, now up by 3. Kontra sa 7A Primus. Looking to bounce back naman itong 7A Primus sa kanilang pagkatalo kahapon against the San Juan Knights. Go for gold. Fourth quarter na tayo. Noel Zarate, kasama pa rin po si Eman Cabiles. At ito po ang ating Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Cocolife. Oh!
Jofer Custodio finding his range and his pulse. And yun nga, Noel, nakahabol ng FSD Makati Army dito, lumamang pa. And that is when they started employing their full court press.
Right.
And started running and humming.
Heads up play for Lasco.
That was 1 against 4.
Nakipagtapikan siya doon, nakala tatapik palabas. So Lasco now with an opportunity for a three-point play. Joffer Custodio, you can call him a volume shooter all you want, but he's already made 5 3-pointers in this game as Lasco completes a three-point play. So 60-57 ang ating score. And quarter scoring, makita natin, this is the third quarter that FSD used to catapult to take the lead here, Eman.
That is right.
Here is Chelo Vito. Three-pointer not there.
Yeah, that run was primarily spearheaded by Makasait and Villahermosa. Sila yung tumakbo doon para lumamang ang FSD Army.
And here is Joffer Custodio, also part of that run. 6 3-pointers in the game.
Right, with 18 points now, Noel. Joffer Custodio.
Here's Lasco. Can't get it back. 2 more free throws coming up for Damian Lasco.
And what happened in the first quarter, Noel, medyo nabaliktad. 7A Primus naman ngayon ang nagmamadali sa kanilang opensa.
So this is the largest lead of the game para sa FSD Makati Army. So itong si Marty Hill is gonna come back to replace Diego Darius, or defense before offense na ngayon. Ang utos ni Coach Justin Tan.
And that's what worked for them in the first half, Noel. That's why they built that lead.
A miss on the first, so si Lasco is actually really overextended his playing time here today. His aggression has paid off. Splits the free throws that time. So 65-58, pito ang abante rito ng FSD Makati Army. Eric Acuna. Now being watched by Achi Inigo. Acuna momentarily open, bothered by Inigo. And that's going to go out of bounds, and Javillonar is just going to let it go.
Again, bumalik na naman yung sakit ng FSD Makati Army. Rushing their offense, they could have moved that ball more and find the open man.
Marte Hill, this is exactly what 7A Primus is going to do. Look for that open man, but sabi ni Lasco, let's create some space. Joseph Marquez on the step back. Joseph Marquez gets fouled, taking that three-pointer.
Joseph Marquez, dahil kanina pa siya nakakashoot ng 3 points, talagang kailangan siyang habulin ng defender. At that time, napasabit niya.
Joseph Marquez is now going to the free throw line. He had a very, very lackluster performance yesterday against San Juan, pero ito na po yung totoong Joseph Marquez, lumabas na. Actually showed his shooting range also in the commercial leagues when he played in the PCBL para si Supremo Lex.
Talagang titira-titira to si Joseph Marquez. Idol ba naman si Kobe?
But again, at the same time, ito si Marquez is actually just looking for his spots. He's gonna get it within the flow of the offense. Ang kagandahan doon when Coach Ralph Rivera designed the plays para sa Our Lady of Fatima University, he would be the recipient most of the time sa labas.
At ang kilos niya, well, deliberate, no? Hindi
Yeah.
nagmamadali.
3 free throws dropped here by Marquez. The lead is down to 4. And a little bit of an issue in the backcourt for Makasay, trying to get the ball across.
Makasay got trapped there. Lucky that a foul was called against Hill.
And the shot clock will reset. So bagong 8 seconds na naman ito because the foul came in the backcourt. Jack Makasayit getting it across. Makasayit na tapikan. Marte Hill is just really a pest. Ayun na, pinasok na ulit si Villahermosa. So Hill and Villahermosa have had some history before in the PBA D-League as well. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Villahermosa trying to lose his defenders. He gets clipped on the arm, makes the shot. End one situation for Mar Villahermosa.
Mar Villahermosa continuing what he did in the third quarter. That time creating his own shot. And getting the end one of that.
So this lead is up to 6 once again, courtesy of the veteran, itong si Mar Villahermosa, getting that and getting this. Sandy Senyal is going to come back in. Ezra Sopa will take a seat. 7:35 remaining dito sa ating fourth quarter.
A little tidbit, Noel, when Mar Villahermosa was young, in Bukidnon, growing up in Bukidnon, nakikinig siya sa'yo in the radio dahil wala silang TV.
Now, we talked about that actually also before when he was at the PBA D-League. In the meantime, a stretch para dito kay Pau Havillonar, the younger brother of Jeff. And he cuts the lead down to 5. Custodio. At ito na si Sandy Senyal. Gusto mga labaw against a smaller defender there in Mahari, and he does exactly that.
Making his presence felt inside.
Trading basket. Inigo took the contact and hit the floater.
And so did Inigo there.
At yan po ang ating TikTok move of the game brought to us by TikTok. Tignan ko kung may TikTok account din itong si Achi. Oo.
Kung nagcha-challenge din siya, no?
Alright, tignan natin. Well, Achi able to complete the 3-point play. 70-66. This time it's 7-8. Primus not going anywhere. Dikit sila ng dikit. And a matchup that is reminiscent of how they started. How about Custodio from almost near the logo? Marquez bringing it down. Joseph Marquez takes it all the way.
Cool and composed. Joseph Marquez. Fast break naman ngayon. Hindi lang siya sa 3.
Offensive foul called here against FSD Makati Army.
Credit that again to the stifling defense of. Well, it's actually a half-court press there being employed by 7-8 Primus.
Pero yun ang nahuli nga itong si Sandy Senyal. Jan Colina, that's enough rest for him. And Joffer Custodio surprised that he's actually being lifted at this point.
Oo nga, nagkamot pa siya eh.
Here's Achi Inigo. Getting it now. Mahari elbow jumper. That's good. 70 all here, Eman.
Mr. Energy, Mahari. Hindi na uubusan and always contributing to his team in all aspects of the game, Noel.
Here is Villahermosa. Could have walked that time, but it is saved to Achi Inigo. Villahermosa slow to get up, holding his knee. Mahari, extra pass to Havillonar. Martin Hill lost the ball. And a foul is going to be called on Hill. But the concern there on the other side, itong si Villahermosa, Eman.
Yes, Villahermosa, nagkatamaan ng tuhod with the defender.
Yeah.
At least that's what I saw. And after that collision, he just went down.
And for those of you who have not felt what it's like to have knee-to-knee action, you don't want to feel it.
Swerte nyo.
It's a combination of weakness and pain.
Meanwhile, talking about the energy of Mahari, na sobra naman nun dahil parang nabantayan niya yung kanyang kakampi, which led the possession going to FSD Makati Army now.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate turn of events there, but it is a 70-all scoreline. So Francisco will now trigger it in para sa FSD Makati Army. Acuña's had a lot of burn here in the second half. Back in the game ngayon, Joffer Custodio, that's a rare drive, almost. Sandy Senyal, pinilit, and draws the foul. Mahari ang matatawagan dito, it appears. No, they're gonna call it on Pau Havillonar, who's claiming innocence.
Yes, he's saying that he just got his hands up, but Senyal, yung banggaan sa loob, Noel, hindi pwedeng ma-ignore ng ref yun. So Sandy Senyal fishing for that foul.
Sandy Senyal, the 6'4" center out of Mandaluyong City. Missed on the first. .506 remaining dito po sa ating fourth quarter. Senyal gives the lead back to FSD Makati Army. And Joseph Marquez, konting pahinga lamang will replace Councilor Jeff Coronel. So naging di kita po itong laban na to. It looked like 7A Primus was just gonna walk away with it.
That's right, Noel. Parang dikit na naman pag magkasama tayo, ha?
And again, we'd like to thank our friends from Wilson, our official ball for the Filbasket Subic Championship. Inigo. And Senyal does what he does best, clear the boards. Acuna.
Let's see here how they will miss Villahermosa that is out with an injury.
It looks like nga itong si Joffer Custodios playing the two-guard position in this lineup. A very tall lineup for FSD Makati Army.
But of course, they'll be slow.
And a steal here picked up by Achi Inigo. Jello Vito going cross-court now. Dario catch and shoot three. Yes!
Jello Vito and Diego Dario, kahit nakapikit, they communicate.
That UP connection has now given the lead back to 7A Primus. 73 to 71. Francisco hinulog pa kay Colina when he could have taken the shot. Colina gets it to Custodio. And Mahari comes away with it. Mahari's going to attack here. Sandy Senyal. And he will have to earn it from the free throw line. But you gotta give credit here to John Mahari. Hindi na tinag, hindi na sindak sa presence ni Sandy Senyal.
Not only that, he did that Euro step and then the stretch. So pasok niya sa ilalim ng arms ni Senyal.
You don't see that a lot from a big guy as we're gonna have a timeout called. 73, 7A Primus, 71 FSD Makati Army. With only 3 minutes and 41 seconds remaining dito po sa ating fourth quarter, this game is still in the balance. It is 73 for 7A Primus, 71 for FSD Makati Army. Noel Zanate alongside Eman Cabiles as John Mahari gets to the free throw line. Comes up empty on the first. Maybe these free throws will be a factor later on. We don't know yet. John Mahari, 4 points, 3 rebounds so far. Make that 5 points for Mahari.
John Mahari continuing to bring the energy for 7A Primus.
And that lead is down to is now 3 points para sa 7A Primus against FSD Makati Army. Acuna thinking of tying it up. Villahermosa, nice to see him back on the floor. Long shot, no. Battle for the rebound. Indigo will secure.
7A Primus now has the luxury of wasting time using the clock to their advantage.
Yeah, it's just a one possession lead though. Here's Jesmar Villahermosa handing it over to Colina. Francisco attacks. Too strong on the reverse. Saved by Dario to the wrong guy. Napunta kay Colina. Francisco tries to keep it alive. I'm wondering how many offensive rebounds this kid has already.
Look at how FSD Makati Army crashes the board. I mean, if it's not John Colina, it's somebody else.
Gang rebounding ang tinatawag dyan. Romel Mangalino is back in. Para sa 7A Primus, they need more height. So here's Vito. Over now to Dario. And it's momentarily open there. Jello Vito for three. Finally!
Again, the UP connection, well, coming from Dario to Vito this time.
Another pick and pop play there. The 6 point, it's now a 6-point lead. Inigo headed momentarily. Oh, Villahermosa was poked in the face. Accidentally, of course, by Romel Mangalino.
It's surprising enough that Villahermosa is back after that knee collision.
Yun na nga eh. Alam naman natin yan minsan, pag hindi naman serious, konting himas lang, okay na. But if it's serious, sometimes you don't feel the difference eh.
Right. But these guys are tough as nails.
Yeah.
Army nga eh.
Well, Villahermosa, both teams now in the penalty, making good on the first free throw. So still a lot of time remaining in this one, 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Villahermosa makes both. 5 ang abante. Vito is going to bring it down again, Eman.
Well, nga, FSD Army again doing their full court press, which worked for them earlier.
You're right, because that denies Achi Inigo a chance to bring it down. Vito, short this time. Last 2 minutes na po tayo dito. 77-73 in favor of 7A Primus. Acuna, Francisco, pahigang tira ang ginawa.
Beautiful drive and draw by Acuna to Francisco that time.
So Francisco's shot cuts the lead down to just 2. 77, 7A Primus, and 75 for FSD Makati Army. We have a timeout. .148 remaining dito po sa ating second game, and still in the balance. 7A Primus 77 and 75 naman para sa FSD Makati Army. As both teams break huddle ngayon, bola po nitong FSD or make that 7A Primus. Joseph Marquez has had his best game so far. This is only the second day of competition, but he has shown his fangs today. Inigo. Pick provided by Vito. Dario asking for another pick and roll action here with Jello Vito. Dario keeps it himself short on the layup though. Rebound to Joffrey Custodio. A chance to tie or take the lead for FSD Makati Army. Villahermosa on the drive, and he will score.
7A Primus expecting a kick out.
Yes.
With that drive by Villahermosa. Nakita ni Villahermosa, bukas naman pala eh.
That is the headiness of a Mar Villahermosa, tied at 77. Dario asking for the pick once again. Gets it out to Joseph Marquez, straight away three, good! Joseph Marquez has exploded in this game.
And timely, Noel.
80-77, less than a minute to go. It's not yet over though. Villahermosa, natapikan ni Mahari. Mahari took it away momentarily, but who's gonna keep it? It will go to 7A Primus.
Excellent defense by Mahari once again, doing it on both ends of the floor.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely right about Mahari's heart and hustle in this game. And he has kept himself in this lineup. And Mahari asked him, actually si Mahari nagpasab. Ay, pagod mo ako, coach. Pahinga muna ako, babalik na lang ako mamaya.
Pag ganun ba naman talaga yung pinaggagawa mo, nakala mo hindi ka nauubusan ng energy.
Pero pwede na rin offense, defense, substitution din ito. Damian Lasco is back in. Diego Dario, it's just a one possession lead. They still need to score. Shot clock at 10. That's going to be a foul on Villahermosa. They do not have any fouls to give, so Diego Dario will head to the free throw line. And it's obvious that Villahermosa is still favoring his right knee.
Yes, that's right. Tapos ang kailangan pa niyang bantayan si Diego Dario, one of the shiftiest point guards here in the league right now.
Talaga, hirap yan. Masakit na nga tuhod mo pagla-laterals ka pa.
Exactly.
And Achi Inigo is now replaced by Marte Hill. So ito na nga, Mahari is back in. Offense, defense na nga ang tema rito ng mga substitutions. Ito si Coach Justin Tan.
Micromanagement by Coach Justin.
Diego Dario makes this a 2-possession lead. 81-77, 27.6 remaining. Both teams still have one timeout remaining. But both teams are also in the penalty. Dario good on 2. And FSD Makati Army is going to use their final timeout of the game. Down 5, 27.6 remaining. The question is, do they inbound from the backcourt or the front court? We'll find out when we return. So with only 27.6 seconds remaining, ito na yung tanong ulit natin. Parang natanong ko rin ito kahapon. Saan ka mag-inbound? Front court or back court? In this case, it doesn't really make sense to inbound from the back court kasi may matitira pa sa shot clock. So they're opting to use the front court.
That is absolutely right, Noel. At the same time, kahit pa paano yung full court press ng FSD Makati na very effective kanina. Oh, check that. Yung press pala ng Primus.
Yes.
Na very effective kanina, may iwasan na nila.
And the inbound is successful. Papunta rito kay Colina. Almost a steal by Marte Hill. He's going to run out of space.
Lucky break there for FSD Army. Dahil medyo lazy yung pass ni John Colina doon at naabutan ni Marte Hill.
Custodio, quick turnaround. And he's going to miss this one. And they will allow it to go out of bounds. They had so much time on the shot clock. Jofer Custodio just jacked up a 3.
Tama ka doon, Noel. Ill-advised shot by Jofer Custodio. They could have set it up better.
So here's the offense-defense sub. Hachi Inigo comes back in to run the offense. Martin Hill sits down, and JJ Espanola is going to come in again for John Mahari this time. So in case they foul, they have the better free throw shooters on the floor. Dario, shot clock is off. They do have to foul though. Dario is going to go. Oh, it's a turnover against 7A Primus as Diego Dario is forced into a backing violation.
Credit that to Francisco who surprised Dario. Dario thought that nalagpasan niya na si Villahermosa. Biglang si Francisco out of nowhere blocking his path.
Ito na yung mga offense-defense subs once again. You know, Francisco's first name is Hell.
He
gave him hell. 12 seconds remaining. This is still a 2-possession lead for 7A Primus. Villahermosa, quick release. No. Francisco follow-up. Yes. And he cuts it down to a 3-point lead. Timeout called by Coach Justin Tan for 7A Primus.
Timeout, 7A.
Right place at the right time. Hell, Francisco.
We're gonna hang on here to this break because both teams no more timeouts here in regulation. 7.2 seconds remaining. Now remember that game, Manila versus Davao yesterday when they were down by 6. Itong AICC Manila, 78-72. Everybody thought it was over. Tapos naging bola nila, nakashoot si Jonathan Nuiluan ng 3. And then it was like what? Like 4 seconds remaining na lang yata yun or something like that. And then they got the ball back and Uiluan
Uiluan
got it again. So you still don't know if that's going to be the same outcome here, but definitely the inbound is going to be in the front court. So the 5 on the floor ngayon para sa Army: Francisco, Villahermosa, Gallardo, Acuña, and Joffer Custodio. For 7A Primus, it will be the 3 Fighting Maroons from UP: Dario, Vito, and Española, with Joseph Marquez and Achi Inigo will trigger it in. 7.2 seconds remaining in regulation. Marquez, that's not the guy you want to foul, but you have no choice with 5.6 seconds remaining.
That's right. Great play there with a series of screens. Last na kumilos actually was Joseph Marquez, and that caught his defender off guard. No?
And the defender caught his face. Yun ang nirereklamo rito ni Joseph Marquez. Nakalmot daw siya sa ulo. Well, you're going to give up a duty foul. If your head is in the way, then that's, of course, very unfortunate, right?
But looking at Joseph Marquez, alam natin na matibay ito.
Yeah, ito ngayon, if he makes this free throw, it's going to be, well, he does make the free throw. It's going to be almost mission impossible now for Army. They have no more timeouts. And Marquez makes sure. So Acuña ngayon, trying to get it across. Puts it up, and it's off the glass, and that's going to do it. 7A Primus had a 9-point lead, lost that lead. They were down by 8 in the fourth quarter, but somehow found a way to climb back and win it 84-79 against FSD Makati Army. So win number 1 win, 1 loss na para dito sa kupunan ng 7A Primus.
That is right. On our second day, grabing exciting ng mga games dito sa Filbasket, Noel. Army almost had that game, no? After their third quarter and early fourth quarter run. However, nakabawi ang 7A Primus courtesy of Joseph Marquez and of course the UP connection.
Yes.
Si Jello and si Diego.
Well, yun na nga, itong let's see if we have already secured our player of the game. Hindi pa natin may interview. We're working on the interview portion of this, of the post-game dito. Kala may ang dami nagpapabate. Pero Joseph Marquez, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is our Cocolife player of the game right there. The explosion has happened now, Eman.
Joseph Marquez with 25 points.
Yeah, 4 out of 8 from 3.
4 out of 8 from 3. Grabe. 50%, no? Shooting.
And also 3 assists for Joseph Marquez, produkto ng Our Lady of Fatima University, and responsible for win number 1 para dito sa 7A Primus. But hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. The third and final matchup of the day is about to come right here at the Subic Bay Gym. M-Trans, Boracay de la Ia, Batangas City Tanduay Athletics taking on the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. I will be checking out that Eman Cabiles and Javi Palanya will be working that game. Stay with us. This is the Filbasket Subic Championship presented by Cocolife.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.